You're going to love this. Trust me.
What up, Dragon Ball junkies? Welcome back. It's your boy Josh. Today, we're talking about the Dragon Ball Super Card Game Set 15 Saiyan Showdown Blue Card Reveals. I'm going to be going to the Bandai Facebook page. We're going to look at all these new blue cards that they've dropped on us. Let's get into it, boys. Alright, guys, here we are at the Dragon Ball Super Card Game Facebook page. Link in the description. So let's check out these new blue cards. I'm pretty excited. We got some new U6 stuff. Hopefully it works well with the old U6 package because I got all those cards and I'm ready to build. So we got Cabba, auto, choose one Universe 6 card in your hand and discard it. When this card attacks, draw 2 cards. Awaken when your life is at 4 or less, or you have a blue Unison card with a specified cost of 2 in play. You may draw 2 cards, add cards from your life to your hand until you have 6 life left, then flip this card over. On the Awaken side, he becomes Ssk Cabba Proud Volley. Pretty cool art. Auto, once per turn, if it's your opponent's turn, when you play a blue U6 card, switch up to one of your blue energy to active mode. So the old U6 stuff, if you comboed with it, and cost like 1 to combo with them, the Kale and the Khalifas, they would play out on top of another Kale or Khalifa. They would evolve on top of another Kale or Khalifa. Apparently this would only work for blue ones though, which I'm not sure. I think that's the Kale. So you could evolve on your opponent's turn that way for 1 energy with blue Kale, and then you could switch up to one of your blue energy to active mode. That's pretty cool, but it doesn't work with the yellow ones. That kind of sucks. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Activate battle. Once per turn, Spirit Boost 1. Use it to 1 blue U6 card from your drop area in a combo with its skills negated for the turn. That would be cool if it didn't negate its skills, because you won't be able to evolve it onto the other ones. But there could be more new stuff that works better with instead of the old stuff. So let's keep going. We've got a 5-drop Ssk Cabba Proud Zenith. 0 cost 5k combo. Unique dual attack blocker auto. When this card is played, choose one. If it's your turn, draw 2 cards. If it's your opponent's turn, place up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 4 less at the bottom of its owner's deck, then switch up to one of your blue energy to active mode. Both of those options are really good. Auto, at the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode. So it's essentially you could attack twice with it and block with it still. Activate main / battle for 1 blue and 2 of any other color. If there are a total of 3 or more blue and or yellow cards in your battle area and or combo area, play this card from your hand. So you can cheat them out for 3 energy. You have a 19k dual attack blocker, draw 2 possibly, or get a bottom deck a card for 3 energy. You just have to have a total of more than 3 blue or yellow. And with the way that Kale and Khalifa and the U6 stuff usually plays, that's not going to be hard to do. And then we have a 2-drop Ssk Cabba Universe 6 Combination Super Combo. A Sparking 5, if your leader card is blue, when this card is used in a combo, draw 1 card. That's a classic Sparking Super Combo for blue in the form of a Cabba U6. Cabba Saiyan Pride 1-drop. Add 1 card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, it gets plus 10,000 power and critical for the turn. Awesome. That's, just a classic Self-Awakener. I like how they're kind of going back to a lot of this set and a little bit of the last set. Although there are new archetypes and stuff, they're also doing a lot of like just old classic cards. Like this is just a classic Self-Awakener. A lot of the super combos have just been classic 4 less life or Sparking 5 super combos. So that's pretty cool. 2-cost blue Mentor's Rescue Counterplay. If your leader card is a Cabba card, if the battle card being played has 20,000 power or more, play up to 1 blue U7 Vegeta card with blocker from your deck. Negate its non-keyword skills for the game, then shuffle your deck. Interesting. I'd like to see what cards you could play off of that. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Then next, we've got some Kale stuff. Ooh, that looks sick. Okay. So Kale, also U6. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. At the end of your turn, place up to 1 card under this card in your energy in rest mode so it can ramp. Awaken when your life is at 4 or less. You may draw 1 card, switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode, and flip this card over. And then the Awaken side, Kale, Demon of Universe 6. That looks sick. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Auto, at the end of each player's turn, play up to 1 card under this card in your energy in rest mode. So now you can ramp twice per turn. But I've kind of read a little bit of these cards. Usually I save my first impression for the videos, but I do take a quick glance. And what I've seen is that there's really not a lot of ways that I've seen so far to get cards under her. So I'm not sure how frequently you're actually going to be able to ramp, but we'll see. Activate battle. Once per turn, this card gets plus 5,000 power for the battle for each card under this card. Kind of like a Finn. Okay, then we got the Unison. Ssk Khalifa, Spirited Striker, 2-cost blue Unison. Activate main. This card gets 5,000 power for the turn. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with the energy cost of 2 or less and return it to its owner's hand. So it could be a 20k Unison for 2 energy, and you can hold on one moment. Hola. 20k Unison for 2 energy with some removal for +1, or you can -3 to it. Activate main. If your leader card is a blue Kale card and you have 5 or more energy, you may place this card under your leader card. If you do, play up to 1 Kepler card with 30,000 power or less from your deck, then shuffle your deck. So that's a way that you can get cards underneath your leader. You can put this Unison under there, but you have to -3 to it. So you're going to have to, man, that's, I don't know yet. Kale, 5-cost, Rampaging Demon. Maybe this is the boss card. That looks pretty sick. Deflect, double strike, 1-cost 10k combo. When this card is played without using skills, so you have to hard cast it, I guess, to get this effect off for 5, which is crazy. Choose one. Choose all of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 3 or more. Place them at the bottom of their owner's deck, and if your leader card is blue Kale card, place up to 1 card from the top of your deck under your leader card. So that's another way to get cards under your leader, but it costs 5, and you have to hard cast it. You can't use any skills. So that, I don't know, just doesn't seem like, it doesn't seem that good. I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I missing something here? So we've got 2 ways to get cards under our leader now. Or you could choose to, if you have 7 or more energy, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, place them at the bottom of their owner's deck, and this card gains barrier and dual attack for the turn. Double strike, dual attack with barrier, but it's just for the turn. 30k, that's, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool, but I'm not seeing a lot of ways to get cards under the leader very quick. 1-cost Kale, Ready to Fuse auto. When this card is played, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 blue Universe 6 card with the energy cost of 3 or less, or 1 blue Unison card with the specified cost of 2 among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So this is your searcher for 1. Activate main once per turn for 1 blue energy. Look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 blue Caulifla or Kepler card among them to your hand, then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So that's cool. So it's a cantrip. Well, if you hit your search, if you don't whiff, but it's a searcher. Plus it's a cantrip if you hit your search. But then it can also no, not technically, it can't draw a card every turn, but if you hit your search every time, it is essentially drawing a card every turn. So that's kind of cool. I've never seen a 1-drop that searches multiple times like that. Maybe I have. I don't know. 4-cost, 4-power, Frost, Embodied Might. Deflect. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Of course, Blue's doing a lot of removal with the bottom of the deck and stuff. At least the bottom deck's better than sending it back to their hand. Activate main once per turn. Place all the cards under this card in their owner's drop areas. If you place 1 or more cards in a drop area using this skill, this card gets plus 5,000 power and double strike for the turn. So 25k double strike. And if you evolve him from other cards, is what I'm thinking, from other Frost cards. All right, and then we're back to the start. Okay, now we've got another Unison. Maybe this is for the, I think this is just a universal blue Unison. Hit Battlefield Manipulator. 2-cost, auto once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, when you play a blue battle card using Arrival, add a marker to this card. That's pretty cool. So also works with the hit Goku hit Arrival card. I kind of see what they're doing here. +1, activate main, draw 1 card. Nice. Drawer. Just a drawer for 2. Actually, this is pretty good because our other +1, draw 1 for blue, the baby, is a 3-cost. So now we have a 2-cost blue that lets us just draw a card to +1, 15k. -1, activate main for 2 blue. If your leader card is blue or a Universe 6 card and your opponent has 3 or more energy, flip your opponent's leader to the front. If you do, your opponent can't activate their leader card's Awaken and Wish skills until the end of their next turn. So that's kind of crazy. We've had other cards that do this in the past. Leaders that flip back and forth, we've had those. And there's a lot of talk going on about this card. Some people are saying, go ahead, do it, because then I get to awaken again. I get to draw 2 cards or untap 2 energy again. But other people are saying, nah, it's a finisher. You play this. If you do this skill late in the game and they get a 10k leader, when you have a big board presence of 15, 20, 30k attackers, even just a whole bunch of 10ks, all your attacks are now much stronger because their leaders on their front side, it's a 10k, and it makes it harder for them to defend against stuff. It's like a negative sensu bean to their leader, essentially. So that's pretty cool. This card's pretty sick. I bet you it's going to be an expensive one. Then we got Hit on Guard, 5 cost battle card. Double Strike, EX evolve for 1 blue. If you have 3 or more energy, you evolve it onto a hit card with energy cost of 3 or 4. And it's also a counter attack. Negate the attack and play this card for 5. Um, I don't know who's paying 5 to play out a 25k double strike or negate, but maybe, I'd rather pay 4 for Vegeta Ready to Rumble or something. But permanent during your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost. Oh, here we go. that makes sense. I should keep reading, huh? During your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. It's still an expensive negate, but it's also a double strike, 25k body, 3 costs. So you can do it. You can counter it for 3. So that's pretty cool. And this guy's saying this can evolve over the Goku and Hit. So for 1, if you're evolving it onto a Goku or Hit, this is great. Nice. So, oh yeah, so they all work together. You can, the one Unison works with Goku Hit. You can arrival, then you get a draw or whatever he does when you arrival, and then you can evolve that guy onto him. This is pretty cool. I'm seeing it. Hit Universe 6 combination, 3 costs, critical, counterplay, play this card. Permanent. During your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. So you can get a 2 cost 15k crit on your opponent's turn. Auto, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 3 or less, and return it to its owner's hand. And also, didn't that one card say if we played a U6, was it the Cabba leader? If we play a U6 on our opponent's turn, I can't remember, but yeah, I think that might work with that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I just mentioned it a minute ago. 3 costs, Champa, right on time. It's a double strike. Negate the attack and play this card. Permanent. During your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. Yeah, so these all go with that guy because if you play U6s on your opponent's turn, so you don't have to. See, I thought that was if you. Yeah, so that works. So these also work with, you could do all this stuff and then the Kale card and some Kales. Nice. Okay. I'm getting it. I might throw this together, actually. I'm seeing what they're trying to do here. We got Vados right on time. Also, same thing. Dual attack, counterplay, play this card. If the battle card being played has an energy cost of 3 or less, return it to its owner's hand instead. Permanent. During your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. See, I'm getting the idea of the deck now. So it's kind of similar to Baby. You have a lot of counter plays and a lot of counter attacks that are battle cards, and you're doing stuff on your opponent's turn, and you're getting benefits from your leader for doing that. We have Frost, Universal Deception, Unique Barrier, Auto. At the start of your main phase, choose up to 1 blue Frost card with energy cost of 4 in your hand and play it on top of this card. So that's the Frost we saw earlier. And other Frost cards. Activate main. If a Freezer or Universe 6 card is in play in your battle area, play this card from your hand, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. That's a 19k barrier unique. Okay, lots of cool U6 stuff. Another Frost Evolutionary Milestone. Blocker when this card is played. Look at up 7 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 1 blue U6 card with energy cost of 5 or less among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. This is a 2-cost searcher blocker. That's kind of cool. 2-cost searcher blocker. All right, and then we got Universe 6 Assemble. Is this the first time finally getting a U6 Assemble? We have a lot of other Universe Assembles. Permanent. If your leader card is a U6 card, you can activate this card's Activate Battle skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. So it could be a free Activate Battle. The Activate main is look at up to 7 cards on the top of your deck, add up to 1 blue U6 with an energy cost of 5 or less among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it's another searcher for your U6 cards. But the Activate Battle, which you could do for free, use up to 1 blue U6 card from your drop area in a combo. It gets minus 5k combo power and has its skills negated for the turn. I wish these didn't. They did that so that you can't get the Kales to evolve onto stuff from the drop. I wish they hadn't done that. Maybe it would have been too broken. I don't know. Universe Six Combination, 1 cost, extra card, counter attack, negate the attack. If your leader card is a U6 card, play up to 1 U6 card with energy cost of 1 from your drop area with the skills negated for the turn. Or, and that's a counter attack, so that's letting you play U6s on your opponent's turn. Yep. And then activate main for 1. If your leader card is U6 card, choose all of your battle cards with both Saiyan and U6, and they get plus 5,000 power for the turn. Nice. So a little team pump right there, a little team bean for 1 energy. Not bad. And then we got a vanilla Batamo, 2 cost Winnie the Pooh cost. That's Winnie the Pooh right there. He's a 20k vanilla, 20k U6 alien Batamo vanilla. All right, we're back to the start of this. Okay, now we got some more stuff for the Kepler engine, I'd assume. Dual attack, Kepler, SS Kepler, Unending Evolution, Dual Attack, Union Patara. So Khalifa and Kale, if you have a Khalifa and Kale in play for 2 energy, you can combine them, Union Patara them to get this. When this card is played from your deck, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Activate main for 2 energy. If your leader card is a Universe 6 card and your opponent has 4 or more energy, you may place this card at the bottom of its owner's deck. If you do, choose up to 1 blue Kefla with an energy cost of 8 in your hand and play it. Okay, so I'm wondering how you evolve with this from your deck. Maybe we'll see here shortly. And that's a 20k dual attack. We got a 1-cost SS2 Khalifa Universe 6 Combination. Auto, when this card is played, draw 1 card. Cantrip, activate main for 2 energy. If your leader card is a blue Kale card, place this card under your leader card from your hand. You can't play non-U6 battle cards with 35,000 power or less for the game. You can't play non-Universe 6 battle cards with 35,000 power or less for the game. But could you play, so you could play some, you can't play hold on, my brain's frying on this one. There's something seems weird about this wording. You can't play non-U6 battle cards with 35,000 power or less for the game. So you could play non-U6 cards if they're big giant boss monsters. So you could still play Hachiyak, I guess. Or like a secret rare that was... Yeah, you could play like a blue secret rare that was a non-U6. But anything else in your deck that is not a U6 card has to be over 35,000 power, which pretty much I think is only secret rares. But yeah, this also helps you ramp. So this is a 1-drop that helps you get the ramp. So they don't want you to be able to play a bunch of big ramp up and play a bunch of big crazy cards in the game. It limits what you can ramp for. If you're going to ramp, you pretty much gotta just be playing U6 battle cards, but you could still have like a secret rare. But even any big like heavy blue boss monsters are 30, 35k. They're not 40k. The only thing that I could think of that's 40k for blue that you'd want to play would be Hatch. So, okay, that's a cool card. That last one. So this is a 1-cost Sister's Determination counterattack. If your leader is a Universe 6 card, negate the attack. You may choose 1 blue card in your hand and discard it. If you do, your opponent can only attack 1 more time for the turn with a battle card or Unison card with 20,000 power or more. So a floodgate for big heavy boss monsters. So if they have, but if they're low to the ground, it's not really going to help you much. That's what I've noticed with most of Blue's floodgates so far is they're only for like big heavy hitting decks. Any like low to the ground deck, their floodgates like Heroic Prospect and stuff, they don't really do much to them. Activate battle. Limit 1. If it's your opponent's turn, choose up to 1 of your cards and it gets plus 10,000 power for the battle. Then choose up to 1 of your mono blue energy and switch it to active mode. So it's basically a free plus 10 once per turn. 3-cost SS Caulifla, Rapid Riposte, Deflect, 15k. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader card is a blue U6 card and you have 2 or more energy, play this card from your hand, then draw 1 card. Activate main for 2 energy. If your leader card is a blue Kale card, place this card under your leader card from your hand. You can't play non-U6 battle cards with 35,000 power or less from the game. Okay, see, so I haven't read all these yet. So there is a lot of ways to get cards under now. So I think I had just read that when it dropped, the leader and the few cards but now there's more of them. So that's why I wait for all of blue to come out. Kepler U6 Fusion Warrior, 2 cost. When this card, 2 specified blue. When this card is played from your hand, draw 2 cards. Then choose 1 card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck. Activate main for 1 blue. If your opponent has 2 or more energy and you choose 1 Khalifa card and 1 Kale card in your drop area, play this card from your hand. Then place the chosen cards under it. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader card is a blue U6 card and you discard this card from your hand, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, up to 1 blue or yellow Khalifa or Kale with the energy cost of 4 or less among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Lots of different stuff you can do with that card. You're getting draw power when you play it. You're getting, it's cost 2 though. You're getting a 15k body. You can do that. Activate main. You can search with it. Crazy. Okay. Ssk Universe Six Combination, cool looking card. 3 costs, 1 specified blue counterattack. Negate the attack and play this card. If your leader card is a U6 card and it's your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. Leader card. So you could use this in that other deck too, and it's a 1 cost counter negate. Nice. If your leader card is a blue Kale card, oh, but you won't get that. When this card is played, you may choose 1 card in your hand to discard it. If you do, your opponent can't attack with battle cards with energy cost greater than their current energy for the turn unless they choose 2 cards in their hand and place them at the bottom of the deck each time. So that's just like Trunks' Heroic Prospect. So again, it stops decks that are cheating out big crazy cards, but it doesn't stop low to the ground decks that are like King Piccolo or things that are flooding the field with a bunch of little guys, Turles, things like that. Then we got 1 cost, Dr. Rhoda, Powers Draw. Auto, when this card is played, draw 1 card. Simple cantrip. Just, that's it. That's a boo right there. What's that set 1? Boo. Saiyan Universe Six Combination, 3 costs. At the end of battle in which this card was used in a combo from your hand, play this card from your drop area in rest mode. Another way to play a U6 on your opponent's turn. Prina Universe 6 Combination. When this card is played, draw 1 card, then choose one of your opponent's battle cards, the energy cost of 3 or less, and return it to its owner's hand. Cool. And then we got another vanilla, 3 cost 30k Magetta U6 Alien Vanilla. And that is it for the Kefla stuff. Now, we got anything left for blue? Nope, that's it for blue, guys. Wait, we're not done yet. I almost forgot, guys. We got one more thing to check out here. We got the last blue reveals is a special rare hit Battlefield Manipulator. So we already looked at this card, but this is the special rare version of it. That looks sick. That art looks really nice. That's going to be a nice special rare. Probably going to be costly because that's the Unison that flips their leader over. I think it's going to be a high price card in the set. And then we got some promos for blue, some tournament pack promos. Go to your local tournaments and you can get these promo packs, these cards in the promo packs. Trunks Heroic Aspirations, it's a 1 cost auto. When this card is played, choose 1. You can either draw a card or add up to 1 Tapion Sword from your deck to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So this looks like some support for the old Trunks deck, which I never tried. Looks interesting. And then we got Khalifa and Kale, Saiyan Synergy, 4 cost, 15k. This is a Khalifa and a Kale. It's a unique. This card is also treated as yellow and can't be KO'd in a battle once per turn. If your leader card is a Universe 6 card at the end of battle in which this card was used in a combo from your hand, play this card from your drop area in rest mode for 2 costs. So basically, it's a 2 cost that counts as a blue or a yellow Kale or Kefla, which is good for the old Kale Kefla deck because you want to have a Kale and a Kefla out, and this is also protected in battle once, so you can evolve on top of it with your other Kales and Keflas. That's actually pretty cool promo right there. But that is it. Now that's actually it, guys. All right, guys, that's it for my Saiyan Showdown Set 15 blue card reveals video. Let me know what you think about these blue cards. What are you going to be playing? Are you going to be playing Cabba? Or are you going to be playing, what was it, Kale or Khalifa, Kepler? I get those 3 mixed up so much. But you playing Kale or are you playing Cabba? What are you playing? Let me know in the comment section. Drop a thumbs up on the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and hit the bell so you know whenever I make new videos. Now, guys, I'm going to be out. Catch me on Twitch TV/DragonballJunkie and watch these videos until I see you next time. Peace.